It was back to school today for kids at one school in Waterbury after a carbon monoxide leak yesterday sent dozens of them to the hospital.
It happened at the Barnard Elementary School. News 8's Crystal Haynes on the scene in Waterbury with a look at some of the changes being made to make sure that it doesn't happen again.
Things back to usual here at Barnard Elementary in Waterbury after a very unusual day yesterday. I'll say some 40 kids were rushed to the hospital Tuesday morning after a broken access door to a water heater vented dangerous levels of carbon monoxide onto the second floor.
In 35 years of education, first time we dealt with an experience like that. And it was ironic because it happened right here as we stand. I was in the office. One of the fifth grade students was walking by the office. Actually, he was coming in to complain he wasn't feeling well, and he literally fell right to the floor.
It was a scary situation, but that student was okay. He and dozens of other kids, aged 8 to 11, were treated and released at 2 area hospitals while staff repaired the water heater door and installed carbon monoxide detectors. But the question remains, why weren't they there before? Was there a rule in place that just wasn't being followed, or?
I don't really know that answer. I don't know what the state law is specific for CO2 alarms, if they're required in schools or not, but I know we didn't have one, and I know they were brought in immediately.
Much to the relief of parents like Tawana Murray, who tell me they're a little bit nervous but still feel safe dropping their kids off at school Wednesday.
Now that I know they installed the carbon monoxide detectors, I feel a lot safer.
Were you a little bit upset that they weren't there before?
I didn't even know that until yesterday. I didn't know that they didn't have them until yesterday. So, but I feel a little bit better because he has asthma. He has a lot of health problems. So, you know, when you hear something like that, you're like, oh my goodness.
If it wasn't safe, I'm sure they wouldn't be here. I'm a little nervous about them, hoping they don't have to call me again from work.
With those carbon monoxide detectors in place, they hope to keep the air clear here at Barnard Elementary indefinitely. We're on the scene in Waterbury. I'm Crystal Haynes, News 8.